Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Honolulu. Starting out the show with back-to-back American Shorty Dreamliners. The one we saw coming in is coming in. That's American Flight 5 coming in from DFW. And the one leaving is American Flight 6 heading off to, you guessed it, DF Dubs. Good morning, or sorry, good afternoon, Sydney. Thanks for being here. And Brandon. So I dropped a pinned comment at the top. I don't know if everyone's aware, but our very good friend and mod here on the channel, his family is going through a kind of a difficult situation right now. His wife had a medical diagnosis that is pretty serious. So if you would like to or can help, click on that link. There's a GoFundMe there to help them out, so Brandon can spend more time taking care of his wife and his child. He doesn't have to worry about all the other stuff going on in the world. So if you'd like to follow that link, please. I had planned on having every super chat in today's show go towards the GoFundMe, and then I realized, well, why give YouTube a chunk of that? That's kind of stupid, because YouTube takes a rather large chunk of every super chat. So if you had planned to, or you think you might give a super chat today, instead of that, please go over to the GoFundMe link and give whatever you can to that, instead of giving to me tonight. So that includes all the stuff. If you want to gift some memberships, I don't know how that plays out, but if you thought you might give a super chat or something tonight, you won some money in the lotto or something, and you wanted to share the wealth, instead of doing the super chat here or the super sticker, please go over to that link and give some to the GoFundMe, because 100% of that GoFundMe goes right to Brandon. If you give it to me to give to Brandon through a super sticker or a super chat, YouTube and Apple or whoever takes a big chunk out of that. So please do not I don't want to stop you from giving me money, but I mean, there's better things, there's better causes right now in the world. So please, if you can, give to that GoFundMe. Is that not charging? Oh, that's not charging because I didn't plug it in. It's funny how that works. Ah, there we go. There we go. Everything's charging now. All right. Everything's charging except for my brain. So if you do give money to the GoFundMe tonight, drop a message in the chat, and I will try to, if I see it, I will highlight it on the chat. But look at this. We have a C-17 here. Look at this. That's a good way to start the day. So a C-17 departing out of here was my thumbnail for the show. I switched it up a little bit right at the last second, but it was all day it was a C-17 leaving out of here. Our good friend and mod donated. Thank you very much, Sydney. Appreciate that. If you do donate and you want to get your name featured here, put a Q before your comment and it'll highlight that for me, so it makes it a little easier for me to see. Hello, Ken, MXC for Life, CF on the Fly, Air Tiki, Salmon Traveler, thanks all for being here. Got Keith PDX keeping things tidy over on the other side, I see. Our 360 camera. Got Travis here, hello Trev. Jolly Rogers here. You know, CFI on the Fly, I heard that something was here. Somebody told me a fighter came in, but they didn't tell me which one, which was kind of annoying. But I missed them. I've been working. It's a bummer though. I like 35s. It's a bummer we missed them. Ooh, hello, Rudy. Rudy's in the chat. Hello. LA Plane Spotter. So I had everything charged up today except for the beauty cam. I left the beauty cam unplugged today and I didn't get it charged. So we're going to have to suffer with just the regular camera beauty shots. We're going to have another American coming in here pretty soon. That's coming in from LA with the Extra X. We should get a couple of prime airs in and out of here in the next 20 minutes or so. We have one lit up on the cargo ramp, and then we have one on its way in. A couple of Hercules dancing over on the other side. Oh, that's interesting. That's something I've never seen before over here. Casa HC-144A Ocean Century. I've never seen that plane. If I did, it's not ringing a bell. Might be one of those, or once I see it, it'll ring a bell. Hello, Robbie. Good to see you. Many apologies, Jolly Roger. We'll try to have it up for the next stream. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. All right. My good friend Robbie donated. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Air Tiki, that's just the beauty cam is just a separate camera I have that I don't use to look at planes. That I just focus on something interesting so we have something to look at between shots. So it lets me cut from one to the other quickly as opposed to searching for it in the sky. But basically it's just an extra camera that I focus on things like Diamond Head or the mountains or something. So we did this last week. We did this sunset show last week, and it was pretty solid the whole way through. We're getting a big lull right at the beginning of this. We do have some planes heading this way, but you just have to listen to me. You just have to listen to me fumble on for a little bit. It's 7:40 is when it starts to get pretty dark for that 777. We saw it last time. Sunset is tonight at 7:13. Blue hour ends at right around 7:30, and then astronomical twilight's around 8 o'clock. So once it gets to be 10 minutes before 8 and around there, it is going to get very dark out here. And last week we were up at the other end, and it was already very dark up there, and there's more light up there. Out here, there's nothing. There's one security light. That's about it. They will turn on the parking lights, but that doesn't help with the airplanes. So we're not sure how long we're going to go tonight. We'll definitely see a nice sunset, some planes. And we might see fighters tonight. I might. I'm not going to. I don't want to promise anything, Uncle Black. I don't know, but if we do, it'll be the luckiest show. Because this show and Thursday's show are here because I had to work early this morning, and so I got off a little early, so I couldn't do the morning show. So if we get fighters tonight, it'll be the luckiest the luckiest scheduling of the year. But that said, I tell people all the time. They ask me, do they have a schedule? Do the fighters have a schedule? No, they have a schedule that they go on, but they don't tell us. But they do have patterns, and the military is very good on patterns. So if you notice the patterns, sometimes they follow those patterns. And one of those is if they don't fly in the morning, but they fly about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that is a good indicator that there might be night flights. So everybody cross your fingers, get your afterburner pom-poms out, and let's hang out and find out. Hello, Joshua. That's I don't know where there's a delay on YouTube, so Mason, if I'm repeating myself, I don't know. They did not go out this morning. They went out about 1:30 in the afternoon. So that's a good indicator that there'll be night flights, because they don't stretch them out all day. They'll do it later. So, but it's not a guarantee. So don't shoot the messenger. What is that? That's new. Is that a camera? I wonder if that's a camera down there. Huh. Oh, is there something overhead? There is something overhead. That is the other American Airlines I was telling you about. It is somewhere. There it is. So that's the one coming in from LA with the extra X. Scott K, aka Penzi Planes. Penzi Planes? Been with us for 17 months at the 717 level. That's pretty cool. 717 months. That's good. Just a little something. Thanks for the show. You're quite welcome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a very long time channel member. Uncle Plink, I have no idea. I if they're doing night flights, I would imagine it'd be somewhere close to or after the sunset. So sunset's a little after 7 o'clock. We have a FedEx triple that is firing up behind me. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It is firing up behind me. It is headed off to Oakland, so that should come right in front of us here in just a few minutes. As soon as it gets all its flappy-dappy and tail thingamajigger checks done and make sure everything is good. Oh, Penzies. Oh, okay, Pennsylvania. Okay. I came very close to moving to Pennsylvania at one time. This was probably around the 19. Oh, geez. Somewhere around 1999, I think it was. So quite a while ago now. Holy cow! My cousin lived in Pittsburgh. And Roger Waters, if you don't know, I'm a big Roger Waters fan. He was the bass player and lyricist for Pink Floyd. He did a very small tour that was only the East Coast. And so he didn't come to Dallas. So the easiest show to get to, because my cousin lived in Pittsburgh, the places he played around New York weren't close to where my family lived. But he was playing at a place called I think it was the Icy Lights Pavilion. Icy Light was Iron City beer, and it was a pavilion downtown Pittsburgh named after the beer, so Icy Light Pavilion. And it was walking distance from my cousin's house. So I bought tickets. Me and my cousin were going to go. I flew up to Pittsburgh. Turned out the concert got relocated because it was so popular. The demand for tickets was so high that they moved it out to one of those shed arenas out like 20 miles from the city. And so we ended up having to take a bus out there, and it wasn't very convenient after all. But it started out really convenient. So I went up there. It was preseason football time, so it was probably August, maybe? August-ish. That's kind of where this story's going, Brandon. So, it was kind of August. It was beautiful. I was expecting Pittsburgh to be this, like, dingy coal town. I had, my grandparents lived in Shamokin, Pennsylvania for a long time. My grandfather was a coal miner, and that's all the stories I had of Pennsylvania. It was just dirty coal town. My parents spoke of it very poorly. Apparently Shamokin wasn't a very nice place. But anyway, I found Pittsburgh awesome. My cousin lived right over by Three Rivers Stadium in a third-floor apartment that overlooked the entire downtown. She was on the other side of the river, but overlooked the entire town. She worked in downtown. She walked to work every day across the bridge. It was amazing. The truncular thing that goes up the hill was just... I had such a good time in Pittsburgh. And I thought, man, I need a change. Let's try Pittsburgh for a little while. And then I got back to Texas and I looked at what the average temperature in February in Pittsburgh is, and I said, we'll rethink that. So I did not move to Pittsburgh. But it was such a good place, I actually went and saw Roger Waters there again. I had such a good time. Nice. It's very like MXC for life. It doesn't get much credit. Very underrated city. I enjoyed it a lot. We're going to get another moose leaving. So we've had a pair of mooses. Yeah, I don't think I would have survived February in eastern Pennsylvania. Or, sorry, western Pennsylvania. I think I probably would have froze to death. But if you're going to go in August. It was beautiful. Alright, we got the moose down there. Is he moving yet? Okay. The moose down there. We have another big one over here. As soon as the moose starts to turn, or move, I will flip back. Ah, O'Malley's here. Hello, O'Malley. Yeah, Keith PDX. That's one of the shots that is kind of rare these days, to have a plane holding short there and somebody going above it. It used to happen all the time. Like, almost every plane going out would have to hold short, because for a long time in 2021 or 2022, I don't remember which one, they had 8 left closed for like 9 months. So everything, most things that would land on 8 left landed on 4 right. So you're always getting those double shots. I have a lot of cool ones of like fighters and the turtle planes, and the fighters would come in 4 right as well. I have one of the Korean 747 over. Is it over another 747, UPS 747? Jolly Roger, it's got that crab walk. It's got that crab walk like the new Hummers has, so then you go sideways. There was a Cybertruck Kelvin parked here when I first got here. It has now since left. Yeah, it's gone now. But there was one parked here when I got here. We're going to get another triple. We have this triple heading out. We got one coming in. It's a United triple. We'll should be able to get both of them, maybe. We'll see. And then behind that we have the Prime Air. That's the 7.6. That's the same one we saw the other day. The Prime Air we have scheduled to leave is a 3:30. Hello, Mason. Good to see you. So I said we would get both of them, and I think we still can. Let's just go over there and see if we can find it in the sun. The other 777 coming in. This is a United 777. There it is. It is coming in from Guam. someone was talking about that last time. They hadn't seen this Hummer in a long time. There's someone in my building where I park, so that my parking garage for work has the H2. There's someone in my neighborhood that has a H1. And then every once in a while we see the military ones. I haven't seen one in a while. I wonder if they're still using those around here. I haven't seen one in a while. And then the right up behind us on Nimitz, under the viaduct, there's a GMC dealership. So every once in a while we'll see one of the brand new ones do a test drive through here. Next time I see one, I'll try to get it on camera. That's one of those cars they don't let you test drive unless you have a checkbook filled out or your check filled out already. So you don't see them test drive very often. It's not like the ID buzzes we see here all the time. The next one coming in the other side is that Prime Air. We are going to have a 717 coming in from Maui that's going to land on 4 right next to us. So get those. Should be able to get both of those in. The Prime Air is close enough. I can probably switch the camera over there now. Thanks, Keith. That picture for the new thumbnail picture is a picture I took out here year before last, I think. That reminds me of something. So all the pictures for the thumbnails, every picture in a thumbnail of mine is a photograph I've taken. I don't use AI and I don't use other people's pictures like some other channels do. But so it's all 100% my pictures and my artwork. So that's why it doesn't look as good as some other channels, because it's me doing it. But I'm going to try something new, and I'm going to need your guys' help. So when I post the thumbnail up, I put a story on Instagram. And if you guys noticed my story, it's probably timed out by now. You probably can't see it anymore. It usually matches the thumbnail. So when I put the story up on Instagram that advertises the show, the picture matches the thumbnail. Today I tried something new where it's a picture of me in the back of the truck. So it's actually probably a picture where I'm standing very close to where I'm standing right now. So it's a picture, instead of a plane, it's a picture of me. And what I'm going to start doing is I have about 10 or 15 of them lined up right now of pictures of me with you guys. And I want to start doing that instead of doing the plain pictures on Instagram for my stories. So I've got about 10 or 15 lined up, but I'm going to run out eventually. So if any of you guys have a picture of you and me together, or you wearing a Reverse Ops merch, please send them to me at patrick@reverseops.com, and I will eventually use those pictures as the show holder on Instagram, and then I'll put them all in a folder on Facebook, and so you guys can all see them. So if you have a picture of you and me, if you have a picture of you wearing Reverse Ops merch, if you were too shy and you took my picture from across the parking lot, or if I was too shy and I took your picture from across the parking lot, send those over to me. I know there's several. I know Ron has a picture that I'd like to get, and then some other people have taken pictures that I didn't get a copy of. So Sydney, that's already in the works. I don't know how many out that is, but I have the picture of you, me, and Josh at AvCon. Yes. And I've got the picture of me and Frank at AvCon. So I got a bunch lined up, but if you have one that you think I don't have, just shoot me over an email at patrick@reverseops.com, and if I haven't already, I will add it to the queue. Hello, Mrs. Reverse Ops. I got a picture of at least one picture of Ken lined up already. Ken's been at the truck a bunch of times. Is Fred here? There was a picture of me and Fred, our good friend from New York, last time he was out here. And I can only find the version that Jonathan McD turned into a cartoon. I can't find the original version. So Fred, if you're here and you have that picture, can you resend it to me? She's off eating her salad. I think she's watching the chat though. Oh, thanks, J-Dog. And if you're picture shy, I understand, but it's just you guys mean a lot to me, and I want to pay a little of that back to having some pictures of me and you, and or you wearing the merch if you can't make it out here. Really means a lot to me to have you guys in my life. I don't know if I could say salad any other way. Next one coming in here is apparently it's identifying as a helicopter according to flight radar. It's coming in from Kanakakai. which is on Molokai, but it is a Cessna Grand Caravan EX. But according to flight radar, it is identifying as a fired helicopter. Possibly not, Uncle Plane Guy. Let me scroll back a little bit. I think so. I think it will. Okay, here's the helicopter Cessna. If you look on flight radar, you'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah, unless it's also Ozark Air. Someone needs to get to go. See, there's all these people I see on Reddit posting a picture of a plane that there's 900 copies of already on flight radar, on jet photos or whatever. And they're like, oh, will jet photos accept this? Find a plane that doesn't have a picture and take it. You're better off. So someone come out here and get a picture of that Cessna. I don't think they'll take the one off the live stream. All right, next one out of here is another 717. It's Hawaiian Flight 1102. It's heading off to Kilo. The one coming in on the other side is coming in from San Diego, which I'm having trouble seeing because the sun is right over there. There it is. It is a Virgin America. It's flight 1339. It's a MAX 9. So I think we'll see it first. Oh, you're quite welcome, Brandon. So if you weren't here earlier, our good friend Brandon, mod, friend all the channels. You see him everywhere. Everybody knows Brandon Rabbit. His wife got a pretty tough medical diagnosis, so they're having a GoFundMe to help out with some of the expenses, so Brandon can look after her and not necessarily be worried about buying food for the kid and stuff like that. So if you would like to, there is a pinned link in the chat there to a GoFundMe that you can help out Brandon and his family. Have a good night, Brandon. 4:30 is gonna come quick. Is that a tugboat out there? It might be a tugboat. Next one coming in the other side, it looks just like the one that just left. Because it's also a 717. It might have different windows. I take that back. It doesn't look just like it. No. It doesn't look just like it. It's got an extra set of windows. Good friend Mason has donated through PayPal. Really appreciate that. Donated $100. That's huge. Thank you very much. Let's see if I can see the message. I saw the message swing by, but my email doesn't show me the message, which is kind of annoying. But I believe it said June sunset. So thank you very much, Mason. I really appreciate all your support through the years. Sweet Air Tiki. See if I can get that. I can't see the weird thing is I get an email when that happens, but for some reason it doesn't show me the message in the email. I think I have to log all the way into the actual website. Trust. Here we go. June happy hour at sunset. Much mahalos, Patrick. Well, much mahalos to you too, Mason. I really appreciate it. Next one coming in here, looks like it might be Aloha Air Cargo. There's two of them in a row. We'll see if it makes a little more of a turn. We have a queen that is just over Molokai right now, so that'll be here in mere minutes. It says 14 minutes out because it has to do still has to go on the downwind and everything. Most likely that'll end up on 8 left, but everybody, maybe it'll end up on 4 right. This is about that time of night where they start switching things around to give people a little break over in the Eva Beach side. Hello, Charlie Bravo. So sometime around sunset, they start moving some of the traffic over to 4 right, so they're out over the water, not necessarily out over Eva Beach in Kapolei. Help out with the noise over there. they had some things a couple of months ago where the FAA is studying approach patterns and departure patterns for all airports to see if there's anything that can be done to improve them, to help out with things like noise or congestion or safety. And so one of the airports they're doing right now is here, and they took community feedback a couple of months ago, but I never heard of any. Nobody ever told me they went. I couldn't make it when they were having them. But honestly, for me and what I do, they're still going to land on these runways, so whatever way they get here, it doesn't matter to me. I would like to see more arrivals on 8 right and 4 right, but other than that, they're still going to land on these runways. So how they get here doesn't mean that much to me. They don't fly over my house, so rarely. They do occasionally. Next one coming in is that Aloha air cargo plane. There it is. So this is a 737-300 coming in from Maui. I still haven't seen that Transair one come back. That left here one day and just never came back. The Transair 737-200, old Western Airlines 737. That just left one day, went to Guam, and never came back. They do have some other Transair 737s of that vintage back there, but they haven't started flying them again yet. David, there's no curfew here at Phnl. They'll get planes all night long, but like I said, after sunset they'll start moving them over to arrive on 4 right, which makes the approach over the water, so less people hear it coming in. And 4 right, I don't remember how long it is, 7,500 feet maybe. So it's long enough for most everything, unless it's really heavy, then it would have to go one of the other runways. But even the super heavies, the A380s, used to land on used to land on 4 right a while back, so they have done it before. How's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Notice you got quite a rig set up here.
Yeah, I'm live streaming the plane. Looking good.
Voiceovers too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jump in. Probably the YouTube channel on the bottom.
Do you have any merch for sale, like on stock here at all, or no?
She might have some shirts. This is reverse up. Might have a couple shirts.
Okay.
If she brought them today. But other than that, hello. Do you want a sticker?
You want a sticker?
Yeah. There you go. There you go. But, usually we only do it online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at them online. I was like, oh, I wonder, because I see it here all the time.
She might have some. Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. I just thought I'd stop by. We fly mapping airplanes with cameras in them.
Oh yeah?
So we're into photography as well.
Yeah. I started off being out here taking pictures. That led to video. That led to this. So it's kind of snowballed.
Yeah. And by the live stream, it's only live when you're here.
Yeah.
And you pick certain times, certain airplanes you're trying to try.
Generally, we try to go for the A380. So we're here in the morning when they arrive, and then on Saturdays we're here kind of midday when they depart.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You get what's in the plane as well.
I'll do everything. I'll I'll do a Grand Caravan. I'll do a B-52, whatever's in front of us.
Yeah. And this has really good zoom on it, I guess.
600 millimeters, so we can get, you know, down to the end of the runway.
Right. Sweet.
Yeah.
It's amazing shots. When I didn't know how you guys do it, but I see those shots where it's such a long zoom. It looks like the airplane just not moving. You know,
Yeah.
The runway's like condensed, and
Yeah.
it's just a really cool view.
Yeah, when they on the other runway, once they touch down, it seems like forever until they get to you. You're just watching it, just like it's not moving
It's
at all.
a weird perspective.
Yeah.
Did you
I
get
used to do it. I used to do it dead on down there, and it was a weird. Once they touched down, it seemed like forever until they turned.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
You manually have to plan out and follow them?
Yeah. Yeah. So everything's manual with the zoom and the only thing I do is autofocus. It makes it a little easier.
I took a video camera to Munich. I flew over there a good bit, and it has some good viewing angles to watch airplanes.
Yeah, I was there in Munich last year.
Were you?
Yeah, we did Munich, Berlin, and Innsbruck, and Frankfurt last year.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, Munich.
Did you get up on the hill? Or
I
did you go
wish
the other
we
end?
had more time at Munich because it was foggy that day,
Yeah.
and so we were supposed to do like 4 hours in the morning, and it just never cleared up. Couldn't see the runway from the mound in the middle or the mounds on either side.
You
So
couldn't see it?
yeah, you couldn't
Wow,
see
that's
that. You
bad.
couldn't even see the runway. Yeah.
Yeah.
So finally it cleared up a little in the afternoon, and we were able to do it for about an hour and a half or so.
Yeah.
The fog really killed us that day.
Man, I love Munich and Southern Germany. Like, if you would take me as your helper, I would go tomorrow.
Yeah, we did, like I said, we did Berlin and Frankfurt, which are fine, nothing wrong with them. But everything south of Munich was just like another world. Like we went into Innsbruck. I don't know if you've been down there.
I've been over it.
Innsbruck was my favorite airport we did. We were there for 2.5 hours, I think, and we saw 6 planes. But just the view when you're in that valley was just so amazing.
Yeah, I've flown over the Alps several times in small planes, and we fly that route from Munich down to southern Italy. We go right over Innsbruck.
Oh,
every time.
nice.
And I've never landed there, but the views from above are amazing too. We're just above the peaks, like we're not super high.
Yeah.
So we're like 12,000, 13,000 feet.
Oh,
And, yeah,
must be an amazing view.
It really is.
Yeah.
Well,
What's your name?
I'm Don.
Don.
Cummins.
Patrick, good to meet you.
Patrick, good to meet you. Are you from here?
I live here, yeah. I grew up on the mainland, but I live here now.
Okay, I'm from Louisiana.
Oh, I grew up in North Texas.
You did?
Yeah.
What town?
I don't like saying because we're on the street, people can hear me, but North Dallas.
Georgia.
So,
Is that a thing here?
no, I just don't like kind of a separation a little bit, you know,
You're local.
because I don't know,
I know that area well. We
Yeah.
map all of that.
Yeah, we used to go to Shreveport all the time and
Yeah.
give money to
Casinos and
give
stuff.
money to the casinos.
That's what most people go there for.
I never took any home.
No, they don't get it from me. Yeah, I flew out of Shreveport yesterday. No, this morning. I got here today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Wait, what were you in?
We flew to Dallas.
Oh, so you were in a commercial
Yeah.
aircraft.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. 'Cause I was like, that's a long flight.
Yeah.
You're on anything small.
We've done it. We flew a Chieftain, Navajo Chieftain from California here last February.
A Cessna came in here 2 Sundays ago from California.
California.
Yeah.
It's like, for the Chieftain it was 12 hours. For the little Cessnas it's like 17 hours.
That's a long
From
time.
California.
Sitting in one chair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go.
What's the one? It's a crop duster, but I can't remember the name of it. Shoot, I can't remember the name, but I was out here on probably at 7 a.m. and it left here about 7:15. It was going to Guam or the Marshall Islands. Can't remember. But I worked. So I did the rest of my show, which was another 2 hours. I did my full day at my normal job, which is 8 hours. Drove home. Was sitting on the couch before he was touched down.
Must have been like an air tractor or a
Yeah, air tractor. There you go. Yeah.
You got 402s,
this for that long.
I can't imagine the process was very. We took that same chieftain. We went to Guam with it in November. Actually, over Thanksgiving. So the pilots left here Wednesday, and when they landed in Maduro for fuel, it was already Friday. So they missed Thanksgiving completely. They had no Thursday.
Yeah, when they come back, sometimes you get the flights on Christmas or Thanksgiving or New Year's, where they have 2 days when they come back from Japan. Yeah, you get
go
two.
the other way, you don't have them. Yeah. And so it was like mind blowing to try to figure out like how does that even work?
Well, I gotta get back to this.
Yeah.
It was very good meeting you.
Great to meet you. I'll look you up.
All right, thanks.
All right, see you around.
Oh, sure.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All right, take care. All right, sorry about that. Haven't missed the Queen yet. The Queen is still on the downwind. It is, we'll see which runway it's going for. It's going kind of long, but it's a big plane, so. So I was talking to a guy, he's a pilot. He flies a Chieftain for an aerial mapping company. So that's who I was talking to. I apologize for being off mic for a minute. Oh, interesting CFI on the fly. I've heard those were here. It's a shame the B-2s are going to fly right over our head. But, you know, can't have everything in life. Where would you put it? Gabriel, they have not yet, so we're still hoping. That guy went way around. Wow, the next Hawaiian plane, boy, it went way around. Thought he was going to Kauai for a minute there. Alright, so this 717 here in the sun. This one went halfway to Kauai and turned around and came back for spacing. We got a bonus sightseeing trip up the windward side. That's not bad. No, there is no 46s based here, but they are here quite a bit. Here we only have, the ones that are stationed here are the 135s. They're under the 154th. We also have C-17s based here, and then obviously the 22s, but those are the three types of plane the Air Guard has. I don't know how long they're going to have the 22s out here, but according to the Air Guard's website, they're going to have them here till at least 2033. 2033 is when they expect the 47 to show up here, according to their website. No, too late. No. After, yeah, it'll be fine.
Get better at reading lips.
What is that? I don't know why the... I think I have a bad USB cable. I think it's... Let's see. You tell me, yeah, I think I have a bad USB cable. I have a bad USB cable. That's why the sound keeps cutting out. So I'll have to replace that soon. Next one coming in on the other side is the Queen. Oh, there's a reason that guy went halfway up. He came from here. That last one diverted back to here. That's why he went halfway to Kauai and came back. Interesting. Yeah, that last one we saw come in, it left here at 6:29 and came back. Cody, did I say 43? If I did, I didn't mean to. 47 is what I meant to say. Ooh, look at that. Two for action there.
That's my butt.
The 47 is the next gen fighter that's supposed to be out sometime either later this decade or early next decade.
Let's go, John. We're going already. Let's go.
And according to the Air Guard's website, that's what they expect to replace the F-22.
It's gonna take me like 3 days to go over there.
Alright, I think we got fighters with the tower. Yeah, Ken, I think that was the one, the black and green and white one.
I've never shot them at this time. I don't know what.
Alright, I think there's fighters with the tower. Yeah. Oh, there we go. CFI on the flies ahead of me. Gucci Boomer, that's exactly what I was just thinking. Oh, so Gucci Boomer, I got the notification that your the thing you sent showed up at my P.O. box on Monday, I think. I have a thing where they email me what shows up every day. So I think it showed up on Monday. I just haven't made it over there to get it. So I should be able to get it tomorrow. So I haven't forgot. Don't worry. No. Sorry, Ken. Then we're talking about two different planes. Yeah, no, that's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one that used to go between here and Lanai a lot. It was the old Western Airlines. I see a fighter. I see two fighters. Mrs. Reverse Ops. We're going out. That's just cheating. I don't want to say someone's saying something, but geez. This parking lot is so full of plane spotters. Somebody had to know. Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? I think we'd be on the wrong runway though, but that would be awesome.
I swear.
Yeah, CFI, did I ever tell the story about that? When the B-2 diverted here? That was, I caught that arrival. There's a I have a video of it on my YouTube. Oh, come on. Jeez. I was out here, I caught that one. There's a video of it on my YouTube channel. Now, it's not the best video because I wasn't expecting to be taking it. I was out here because Keg's Breath was coming out here in the E4B, the Doomsday plane. And so I went up to the parking garage to see it come in on my lunch break. So I didn't have any like good cameras with me. I didn't have nothing. I just had my phone. So I caught it come in, and I was in the terminal in the parking garage. So I had to go to the bathroom. And so I went after the E4B left, taxied back to Hickam. I went down to the bottom floor to the baggage claim area and went to the bathroom. Came back up to get my car, and I'm looking around, and there's something coming in way in the distance. I can see the light. I can see its landing light. And I'm looking at the flight radar, and it's not on flight radar. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's the F-22s coming in. So I said, oh, I'll get a video of the F-22s coming in as long as I'm here. And the closer it got, I realized that is not an F-22, and it was a B-2 coming in on a diversion on its way over to Diego, whatchamacallit. So I just happened to be here. I would not have been here if it wasn't for the E4B and having to go to the bathroom. I got Full Metal Dragon in the house. Hello. Oh, I see something that looks like a raptor. There's 2 more, at least 2 more, 3 more. How many have we had so far? I lost count. I really did. That's 3. 1, 2. I thought I saw 3. Didn't I see 3? Maybe I just saw 2. 1. 1, 2. I guess I only saw 3. Oh, I did see 3.
I see another one. There's 4.
Well, thank you, Just an Average Plane Spotter. I really appreciate it. Has ever seen the Honolulu Fire Chopper? It's a Bell 429. Pretty incredible close up. Caught it a few times on video. I have seen it a few times. It's not a. It doesn't go out. The times we've seen it, we've been lucky because it usually just leaves and doesn't follow any departure pattern, so it never really comes straight up at you like some of the other tour helicopters do. But it does buzz my house. I live near a trailhead, and people get lost on that trail all the time, and so it's always buzzing my house, looking for those people lost on the trail. But thank you very much for the super chat, Diego Garcia. Thank you, MXC for life. But thanks, Just an Average Plane Spotter. Appreciate the super chat. I would say the rarest route here would definitely be the B-52. We've had the B-52 here twice that I know of, but probably a couple more times. But one was here for an air show, so that doesn't really count. But it was right here on 8 right. The other one came in very unexpected, and I just happened to be here on like the perfect condition day to see it leave. Back then I was just doing photographs, so I only have pictures of it leaving. But I have this awesome picture my boss at the time took of me standing on a ladder with the B-52 sitting right in front of us. And when I say perfect conditions, it had just finished raining. It was a cool day, so there was 0 heat haze, so all my pictures came out crystal tack sharp. And it was a reverse ops wind condition, so the B-52 came all the way down Romeo, right in front of us, taxied all the way down Romeo, and then turned around and left towards the west. So I couldn't have asked for anything better. It was like I planned it. It was awesome. I'm pretty sure there's 4 more F-22s down there. There's 4. I see 2 with their lights on, so we'll go to those.
on the same page. Always on the same page. It's like that's fantasy.
That's a good sign. Try that again. Alright, so there's a plane coming in on the crossing runway. This one's going to have to wait for. It's a United coming in from LAX. It's a 777-200. So we'll pan over and take that real quick. Alright, thanks for hanging out, everybody. It's been a pretty good night so far. I'd like to thank that last one for leaving his afterburners off to half the runway. That was pretty nice. A couple of carrots there. I'd also like to thank everyone who's donated to Brandon Rabbit's GoFundMe. So if you haven't noticed, there's a pinned comment there. One of our mods is going through some tough time. His wife had some pretty serious medical diagnosis. So if you'd like to help out the Rabbit family, click that link in the description, or sorry, in the pinned comment there, and go over the GoFundMe page. If GoFundMe doesn't work for you, there's other ways you can help out Brandon. Just get a hold of him directly. You can get a hold of him on Discord. He's on Discord. I'm pretty sure he's on Discord. If not, let me know and I'll send you those links as well. But if you're looking at me and going, who the heck is this guy? What's up with his hair? And where am I at? I can answer two of those questions right now. My name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops, for an aviation live stream and tomfoolery channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. It's right behind my Dark Side of the Moon towel, which now the sun's down, I can take that down. It is 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right over there, on the south shore of the beautiful island of Oahu, on the eastern end of the Hawaii archipelago. And over the last 10 minutes, you've seen what makes this place so amazing. 777s, right up close, and F-22 screaming out of here with their afterburners going. So if you like that kind of stuff, mixed in with other military, foreign military, we're about to have RIMPAC here in a couple weeks. Hopefully we'll get some foreign military for that. But it's always a good time on Reverse Ops, so hang out with us. We usually do Tuesday, Thursday, Friday in the morning. This week, luckily, I had to work early this morning, so we got doing some night shows this week. And if pattern holds correctly, hopefully there'll be more 22s on Thursday. Might be some tomorrow night, but I don't think I'm going to be streaming tomorrow night. Maybe you guys can bribe me into streaming, but not tonight. But thanks, everybody. It's always fun to be here. Always fun to hang out with you guys. And we will... I think all my US... Is that going terribly again? Look at that. Man. All my... I don't know why. I think I have a couple of bad USB cables. The USB cables, they last about 6 months, and then they just go to the crud. Okay, that USB cable, and the other 2 USB cables I need to replace. But thanks for hanging out with us. We're gonna stay on a little longer because it's not quite dark out here yet. I mean, it's getting dark, but we still have some other stuff coming in. The next one coming in is a Delta coming in from Seattle. We might have some KC-46s departing. Hopefully they'll depart soon. So, but thanks everybody. And, I missed something. Oh, Ringoberto's here. Hello, Ringoberto. Yeah, just average plane spotters coming with a $5 super chat to remind me the F-35s that were here, that they left during Century Aloha, but they left, it was a reverse ops day, and when the fighters leave in normal operations, they leave like they just did. When they leave in reverse ops, they go down 22 left. And usually when they go down 22 left, they're kind of pedestrian because there's a housing development right at the end of the runway on the other side of the highway. So they try to be good neighbors. Well, no one told the F-35s that, and they went out of here like they were chasing Osama, and they rattled my truck. I can't imagine they didn't knock a few picture frames off the wall in the housing community behind the runway. But that was a fun day. That was a really fun day. But thanks again. Just an average planes ride. I really appreciate your generosity. Next one coming in is that Delta I was telling you about a minute ago. It is right over here. Little Southwest coming in on the other side. Hi. Huh? Yeah.
Same thing as last year.
Last time you got a double regular burger. I don't need that. Just the like a bacon double, the small one. Like a junior bacon cheeseburger size, but it's a double. I forget what they call it. Okay, well that was just too much food. But that was, yes, same thing.
But it's still a double?
It's still a double, but it's the smaller. My executive producer is going to get me some dinner because she's awesome. Next one coming in, this side is coming in from Maui. It's a Max 8. And then it looks like we'll have another Max 8 coming in from Kailua Kona. The next one coming out here is heading off to DF Dubs. That is the AA Flight 102. That's the Shorty Dreamliner. And the Coletta heading off to Ontario. That's the Plain Jane 777 we saw last week. It has lit up. So all that and more next on Reverse Ops. Uncle Plane Guy, was that on? Was that in Kona? I don't think one's come here, but that one goes to Kona quite a bit. Yeah, Sydney, you want anything? I think it might take a little long time to deliver it to you. I could find it. I'm not sure if I clipped that one out for independent video, Naomi. But if you look, it's one of the Century Alohas from 2005. So not the one earlier this year. It's one of the two last year. I believe the video titles are Century Aloha 25-1. And it's probably the first one of those. I wish I could be more descriptive. Ooh, Pico de Gallo. That Southwest that just came in had a mongoose on the runway in front of it. Hi, Air Tiki. Did I not say that? 25-1? I'm sorry. Yeah, so I think it's Century Aloha 25-1 from last year. So that'll be in the video title. Uncle Plane Guy, I would imagine it will. Every once in a while they send them around Bravo, but most 90% of the time they come this way.
Hey man, I gotta ask, like, do you know when the stuff's taken off? 'Cause I work here, and I see you're always here when like the cool things are flying.
Well, I'm just here a lot, and also the military doesn't have like a schedule,
Right.
but they have a pattern. They're really good with their patterns.
Right.
So if you just pick up on the patterns, you can pretty much guess when
Okay.
they're going to at least do something. It doesn't always work out.
Because it's not very often that the F-22s take off like in the evening, right?
Yeah. This one I got lucky on.
Okay.
Because I had to work early this morning, so I couldn't do my morning shows. So I actually got lucky on this one.
Okay.
But I knew this afternoon when they didn't go out in the morning, but they went out about 1 o'clock. I knew we'd probably have fighters.
Interesting.
Yeah. So they don't have a schedule that they publish, but they have
Right.
very predictable patterns.
Do you do like live streams on YouTube or?
That's what we're doing right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
What's
let
your
me-
YouTube channel?
Let me give you have these stickers that have the channel address on them.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm kind of getting into videography and stuff myself, so I'm always down to meet other guys that are doing it. All right, sick. Cool, man. I'll give you a follow.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, my name is Val, by the way.
Val, Patrick.
Nice to meet you, dude.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm a mechanic and I fly airplanes here.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
around all the time.
Yeah.
So I guess I always see your cool little setup. It's sick.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Take it easy.
All right, take it easy. So this is the American Shorty Dreamliner heading back to DF Dubs. Okay, I heard Pico with the tower. Oh, that looks really good in this light. Look at that. As many of you know, my favorite livery is the original, or not the original, but the previous American Airlines livery, the AA on the tail with the stripes. So when this new livery came out, I was kind of against it, but it has really grown on me. That tail, I hated originally how the stripes didn't line up and how they were alternating and some lined up and some didn't. I didn't like that. But now it's grown on me. It really has. Alright, so I believe we have Pico at the end. He's waiting on a plane to come in, which is a Southwest coming in from Hilo. Well, there's always people who have a cousin or an uncle or a brother or somebody in the know, and then so they're like, oh, I'll just tell my brother. No, he's not going to tell anybody. So you always know. I mean, if you're down here and there's 30 photographers down here, you know something's going to go on. Because, especially in this tight-knit community, in the Air Guard, everybody's got a cousin or an uncle or somebody. But, unfortunately, I don't have an uncle in the Air Guard, but so here's that KC-46. Focus. Alright, so the Coletta should be coming around the corner any second now. Let me take this. Oh yeah, I got some good ones.
Do you have like an Instagram page?
I have a Instagram and a YouTube. The easiest way to find it is just go there, and then there's links in the description. Oh, you can take that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Your name.
You too. If you're looking at the ones that say 25-1, it should be the first one of those. So the oldest. But then you'll have to scrub through the video to find it. I hope I told you the right one. If not, I'll look at it and I'll post it on Discord later. You know, Gucci Boomer, with all the problems they're having with the 46, and in fact, I heard they refused delivery of any more 46s until some problems worked out. I didn't read the whole article, but until some problems were. I wonder if they regret ending the KC-10 when they did. Is it? It's not uncommon for the Air Force to fly 50-year-old planes, so they probably could have stretched some more. Ooh, pardon me. Stretched some more years out of them. Yeah, and when I heard that when they retired all the KC-10s, they pulled the boom off them. So none of the, people like Omega Tanker would want that then. That's too much money. Seems a little weird. But then again, I don't make the decisions. They don't ask me. On the left, you'll see a little bit what's coming in and going out. We have a 321 from American and a Delta taxiing. Those are that and the Coletta are the next three big ones. We also have a United 777 that's taxiing. So we're going to get those planes out here in just a few minutes. As far as coming in, the next big one it looks like might be that United, and then there's another Queen out there, but that is let's see, that's 43 minutes out. So let's see what time is it now? It's 8:30. It's not too bad. It really just depends on how dark it gets down here, if we can actually see anything. We haven't even needed to turn. Oh, they did purchase 8 of them. Oh, okay, cool. Sweet. Always good to have tri-jets in the air. If you guys were here on Saturday, we got to see FedEx take an MD-11 out for a stroll. We have 3 MD-11s here, 2 UPS, 1 FedEx. The FedEx one has been doing engine starts and stuff for a couple months now, but Saturday they took it up Juliet, down Romeo, right in front of us, and back over to the Aloha air cargo ramp. So it was good to see that taxi by. So that's that Coletta down there at the end of the runway that you can still see. Take care, Sydney. We'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, it's called a double stack. Mrs. Reverse Ops, if you're listening, it's called a double stack. Why couldn't I think of that earlier? Might be a little late, she's already back. came to my mind right as you were pulling into the parking lot. It's called a double stack. What?
I got you son of a bacon. I don't think they have double stacking.
I don't know. I haven't been to Wendy's in like a year.
I knew your straw does not work.
Oh,
I got you a strawberry spray.
oh you got one of those last time. Yeah,
Oh,
it was good.
yeah. They have a Fanta grape, but they were out. Anyways, thank you.
All right. Gucci Boomer, I've never been in the boom operator position of a KC-10, but I've been in the boom operator position of a 135, and I don't see how people do that for hours on end. It wasn't so much the claustrophobia, because it was a little claustrophobic, but it might be different in the air. I wonder if it's different in the air, because on the ground my head seemed like it was below my feet. Like my feet were higher than my head, and it was making all the blood rush to my head. Alright, so we have a Prime Air coming down here, so while we're waiting for Prime Air to come, we're sauntering down. I'm going to eat a couple nuggets, so I'm going to move the mic away from my face, but before I do that, I want to thank Alberto coming back to us at the 717 level. Alberto's been a member for a very long time. Around the channel since almost the beginning, but thank you for all your support. I appreciate it. We'll get Kirsten to come by with your pog drink soon. Thank you very much. Casey, that's the best way I've ever heard a KC-10 described. It was more civilized.
Left, 2 left, 3 rolls, also left, 4 left for late left, and contact
I was right. It has been a long time. 22 months, almost 2 years. Thanks, Rigoberto. Our good friend Telly and Z is coming back to us, another long-time member of the channel. Thank you very much, Telly. I appreciate it. We'll get Kirsten's on Mai Tai duty tonight. Ah, I get it now. Okay. That's where Gucci came from. Okay. Well, I don't want to let too much out of the bag, but I got a piece of merch coming up that you might like. We'll table that for now, but this Delta that's going, pardon me, this Delta is going out. It's heading out to Salt Lake City. We're going to try our night vision on it, see how it works. I think the lights overpowered the camera with the night vision, so we'll pause that. That didn't work very well. Okay, while we're waiting on this United to come down here, it'll be our next departure. It's a 777 heading off to Denver. I'm going to step off the back of the truck here, and I need to go talk to Mrs. Reverse Ops and figure out logistics for later on tonight. Be right back. Everybody still out there? I swear there's United coming, I promise. There's a lot of construction vehicles on the end of the runway right now. So, I'm wondering if we're sitting at the end of a closed runway. I need to check the NOTAMs because that United is actually going to go out the other side. So they might have extended the closed runway. So we're gonna let's see. Let me check the NOTAMs real quick. I'll be. All right, well.
I think he's doing live over there. Yeah, he's doing live.
Yeah, I don't know. But when they say different, you know, you gotta like that's 4 different.
Yep.
Yeah. I think I
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got bit by the time zone UTC conversion. When I looked at the NOTAMs earlier today, it didn't say there was a runway closure for today, so I blew it off. Turns out it's the 10th UTC time right now, and so if you do the math, they just closed the runway. So there's no point in hanging out. Looks like we're done for today. We'll pick this up again Thursday. Try to do it again. I have to look to make sure they're not going to close anything on Thursday now. It looks, just by glancing, I think it's the same thing on Thursday. But, you know, it's the way it is. That's what happens when you live so far away from UTC that today is tomorrow. So, we'll do this again on Thursday. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, shoot, can you hear me? Sorry, the micro is a little further from my face than I thought. So, I got bit by the UTC date thing because it's actually, I saw the NOTAM that said the runway was going to be closed on the 10th, and I assume that's tomorrow, but it's UTC time, the 10th, so it's closed tonight. So, one of these decades, I'll get used to UTC time. It won't happen anytime soon. So, oh yeah, Gucci Boomer. There's a DC-10 on my T-shirt. But Well, it's the way it goes. We'll be back here on Thursday. I'll make sure I pay closer to attention to the UTC time zones on Thursday. There are a couple planes that are going to come in landing on 4 right that we are going to wait just 2 or 3 minutes before, but then we're going to get out of here. There is a United coming in on 8 right. We're going to wait for that one, but the next one is not for another 20 minutes of staring at a closed runway, so we're probably going to, after the United, we'll fold it in. But if you haven't checked out any of this stuff, head on over to Reverse Ops. Let me get my face in the camera the right way. ReverseOps.com/findme. That's where you'll find all the stuff related to the show. Check out that pinned comment. You can help out our good friend Brandon Rabbit, his wife and kid, with some expenses for a very serious medical condition his wife's going through. So we're going to take one more United, and then it looks like we're going to pile it in because all the rest of the stuff's at least 20 minutes out. So, and there's no guarantee it'll be this runway anyway. So we'll be back on Thursday. So while we're waiting, let's see how far is that out? Yeah, 2 minutes. It's the light I see in the sky down there. That's good. I would like to thank my mods, Josh, O'Malley, Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Kirsten, Sydney, Alan, Brandon, Jane, and our good friend Keith PDX over on the other side, where 6 of you are watching. So as soon as this stream ends, we're going to flip you over to the 360 camera so you can watch me pack up in a leisurely fashion, because I won't be doing it as quickly as I do on the daytime shows. So, but thanks again for being here. Thanks again for all the things. Thanks again, Mason, for the huge PayPal. For those of you who donated to Brandon's GoFundMe, many mahalos. Thank you very much.
Hi, Bo.
CFI, are you still here? Did he just clear my tie to land on 4 right? Anybody listening to the ATC? I think he just cleared my tie to land on 4 right. If so, we're going to stay a few minutes. They're a little tiny and gray. We probably won't see very much, but... All right. Okay, so we're going to hang out. Oh, I see them. I see them out there. Okay. Alright, so the rest of them are coming in behind these two. So we're going to hang out for those as well. So basically everything I said about leaving, just pause that. Hello, H. Dot. Good to see you. Just after 7, Ian. For these last couple, we're going to try a different type of night sight that we were, night vision that we were trying earlier. This is the black and white version. All right, never mind to that. Nope. Oh, Michael, you were the one of the ones standing on the truck. I thought that was one of your guys' dads or something who parked the truck there for you. Alright, so let's see. We got 3 planes on the downwind that I wouldn't mind seeing, so let's hang out a few more minutes. I know I told Mrs. Reverse Ops 8:30, but I'm wrong about everything, so I might be wrong about that. There is a Queen coming in, which if it comes in 4 right, I'd like to see it. We're supposed to be here at 7 o'clock. It's coming in from Louisville. It's be here at 8:37. Next one will be a Hawaiian coming in from LA with the Extra X. It's at 3:30. Behind that will be at Air Canada. Coo, 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 coo. Coming in from Vancouver. We'll have an American coming in from LA with the Extra X as well. Well, it's not the end of the world, did you, dude? And I don't really care. We're still seeing planes. Worse things have happened in life. I'd like to welcome Shaffin, Mike, Jeff, Thorpes, and Kevin to the 321 mainland traveler level. Thanks for hanging out in some form or another. That gets you in the running to get a gifted membership. I appreciate it. Alright, so the last plane, the Honolulu plane for today is going to be that Queen. It looks like it's coming this way. It is following the path of all the others. So it'll come here to 4 right. And then that'll be it.
It's not high enough.
So if you just tuned in, welcome. I'd like to remind you about the pinned comment we have at the top of the chat window. Our good friend and moderator, his wife, is going through some tough medical problems right now, and they have started a GoFundMe to help with some of the daily expenses, so Brandon can spend a little more time helping her and less time worrying about, day-to-day stuff. So they have a GoFundMe page. If you would like to or have the means to, please click on that link in the pinned comment, and I think you give whatever dollar amount you want, from $1 up to $1 million or whatever, and 100%. I think 100% of your donation goes to the Rabbit family. GoFundMe does ask you for a little bit of what they call a tip to fund their back-end services, but all the money you give through GoFundMe goes to the Rabbit family. Hello, Wanderlust. Well, I keep saying Wonder. It's Wanderlist. Alright, so that queen has made a turn. That's going to annoy me if it goes 8 left. Why is it doing that? Where are you going, Queen? I don't have any of the other frequencies on, so I won't know until he contacts the tower, and by then I'll know. But unless it's going to make a little bit of a pinwheel movement out there, it's going to go to another runway. That's a bummer. Alright, so I guess we'll we'll give this 747 a minute to change its mind, but it doesn't look like it's going to do it. It looks like it's going to go over to 8 left. There it is up on the top right of the screen. That little blinky dot is the queen up there that's passing by us, mocking us. Alright, this is American coming in from LA with the extra X. This is 321. You got the pink cabin lights on right now. Trying to pretend they're Virgin America. Alright, so Queen going to 8 left. So we are going to call the next plane coming in from my favorite town in Hawaii, our Honolulu plane of the day. It is I like the flight number 1111, Hawaiian flight 1111. Coming in from Hilo to 4 right. It's a Boeing 717. All right. Everybody say it with me. Honolulu. Alright, well, can't say that wasn't fun. Well, I mean, you could. But I had a good time. That's all I can base it on. Hope you guys had a good time too. We'll be back here Thursday afternoon. I was actually set up pretty quickly today. I was actually pretty good with my time, so keep an eye out. We may start a couple minutes earlier, maybe closer to 5:30 if I can do the same pace on Thursday. Again, hopefully we'll get fighters. If they continue with their pattern, we should get fighters, but don't beat me up if we don't. We'll see you all then, and we'll be back on Saturday. I think Saturday we're doing a sleep-in Saturday, so it'll start about a little bit before 10, and we'll run through the first A3A departure at least, and we'll see where we go from there. Should be a good day. I think the weather's going to cooperate really good on Saturday. So, but thanks again, everyone, for being here. Thanks again to everyone who gave to the Rabbit family. Thanks CFI on the Fly for staying up late. Thanks to all the mods. Thanks to the local plane spotters who were here. Ken and everybody else. Thanks to me, because I gave some memberships. Look at that. Thanks to me. Thanks MXC for Life. Thanks Travis. But thanks again to the mods. Thanks to Mrs. Reverse Ops. Once again, I am going to flip you over to the 360 camera, and we will all break down this mess together. All right. Aloha, everyone.